音乐之旅，
音乐之旅，
你喜欢吗？
你喜欢吗？
老罗身旁是来自于挪威音乐之旅的销售总监 Lasse。Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Lasse,
Yes.
say hello to brothers.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lasse Danielsen. I come from Electrocompaniet in Norway.
Electrocompaniet, English mean is electronic company.
Exactly. Electrocompaniet basically translates to electric company from Norway to English.
In Chinese, it's 电子公司 but she has a beautiful English name. 音乐之旅 English name is music journey. Lasse,
Yes,
can you speak Chinese for me?
I'll try.
音乐之旅，
音乐之旅，
你喜欢吗？
你喜欢吗？
Very good.
I don't know what that means, but it's hopefully good. Very good.
Okay. How many years ready for the brain amp?
How many years we spent developing? We spent 3 years developing it. 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. And it will probably be available on the market in Q1 of 2026. It will be ready for delivery. We are finalizing the production as we speak, and we'll start shipping in Q1 of 2026, the products.
Okay. What are the technology features of the latest brain amp?
Yes. This is the new EC5 preamplifier. Our engineer spends 10 years thinking about the product and 3 years actually developing it. There's a lot of news in this product. That's why it has taken so many years to develop. First of all, the most significant changes is the volume control. Traditionally, Electrocompaniet and many other manufacturers use a potentiometer for volume. Here we have a fully electronic volume control, but it's analog electronics. And the special thing about the electronic volume control here is that there's no signal degradation over the volume control. The signal path that the signal goes through is exactly the same, no matter what the volume is, which is quite unique because it's many of these ladder volume controls. They have relays switching between the ladder. There's nothing like this in here. It's 100% electronic, and it has 900 steps that you can control the volume control from 0 dB to plus 10 dB. That's one thing that is special. The other special thing is the input selector. That's also in-house made by us. Also, no relays, no op amps, no nothing. It's all fully electronic. So it's swift like this when you change the channels. And also the same thing when it comes to the signal degradation is minimal, which means that the signal path going through the preamplifier is minimized to a minimum, which again does not induce distortion. It doesn't induce any external things that can degrade the signal. So that's what we've been working very hard on to make sure that the preamp doesn't add any artifacts to the sound quality. So the signal path there is extremely short as compared to even our previous products, but also similar products when it comes to the signal path. It's quite big. You can see it's quite big. And the reason for that is it has 3 layers of electronics in here. The bottom layer is the power supply and all the control signaling. It's divided by a 1 centimeter thick aluminum plate to make sure that there's no interference from the power supply, where traditionally a lot of noise comes in. And it's also fully, it's not a switch power supply. It's a pure analog power supply with 2 big toroidal transformers. It's 2 amplifiers inside, completely separated with separate power supplies and separate amplifier stages. And the second stage is the actual analog electronic control, or the preamplifier, and the filtering that goes into it. And the top layer is the switching and also the volume control, which makes it quite big like this. But we need it to be like that to make sure that we get all the deep electronics inside. Another thing about this thing is that it's, as all Electrocompaniet products, it runs in pure Class A, fully discrete and fully balanced, which is important because when you do use balanced, you get higher signal quality. And this is made, and if it's truly full balance, so if you want to get the best quality out of it, you have to use balanced cables to the whole signal chain. It has 4 balanced inputs, which means you can connect anything, CD player, record player, streamer, DAC, whatever, and 2 RCA unbalanced as well. There's also 2 preamplifier out for running subwoofers and amplifiers, basically, but there's 2 for each channel, balanced, and there's 2 unbalanced for each port, for each output. So there's a lot of nice things going on with this, and especially the switching between the channels is extremely quick, and there's no clicking, there's no relays in here, which tend to deteriorate over time. There's no deterioration going on here, so it will basically last forever, which there's no need for service on these things anyway. So that's and so as I mentioned, there's 900 steps in the volume, so you get a very, very precise volume control, and there's no ticking and clicking inside the amplifier, no tick, 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 tick when you do the volume. There's nothing. It's completely seamless and very, very smooth volume control. So that's the latest news about this one. It's completely, we're very, very proud of it because we spent so much time and so much effort making it. And it sounds really, really good, especially together with the AWE 800 and the AWE 300 we have here. And the reason for that being that they are made on the same topology, the same basic philosophy of how you make an amplifier and how you make a preamplifier is the same on all the products. There's no compromise in using our own technology, which we call AmpliWire, and that's why the amplifiers are called AW, because it says AmpliWire. That's the topology that we use to make the preamplifiers. Basically, very quickly, not to become too technical, the thing is that we have minimal feedback on the output stage, which means that you have much more control. There's no bunch of components that can interfere with the signal quality, which is our main goal. It's to make sure that the signal quality is as good as physically possible through the whole signal chain. So that's basically what's new about it in all terms. So it sounds, there's a lot of work gone into this, although it's quite a short description. There's a lot of things that goes on in here that are quite special.
I see.
Another point about the EC5 is that it's also remote controllable, of course, but it also is app controllable, which means you can sit in your own sofa and you can control the input, you can control the volume, you can also control the dimming of the display. And in the released version, we will eventually come with different things that you can have in the display. You can have like here, you just have the inputs. You could potentially have other settings that you could show in the display. These are things that are going to be updated with new firmwares on the system as the time moves on.
3个月。
Thank you.
加关注，找老罗不再坑。